Now come on, let's get together. I'm the great-grandson of John Henry. I have something to say, and you ought to listen. You've heard about my kid, John Henry. What a great man he was. Well, this is the way the story really goes, from one who knows. The grandson of John Henry is 5 times removed. On a hot and sticky day, when I was just a little frail teenage boy, walking the dusty roads of Alabama, I stopped in a corner grocery store to get myself a soda pop. And there sat a half-dozen white folks talking about the kid, John Henry, and what a great man he was. And the lesson one said, "Hey, take old John Henry, he was a good old colored boy. No matter what you said, he never got out of his place. He just sort of scratched his hair and laughed." As I stood there drinking a soda pop, the spoken for the group stood up. He spit a great big mouth of tobacco juice in the middle of that hardwood floor, and looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "Why, the only time old John ever talked out of his place was when he was talking out of his head." And he said to Mr. Charlie, "Captain, man ain't nothing but a man. And others testified, yet that boy was a man." Continuing, he said, "Look at that boy, a descendant of John Henry, standing there with a book in his hand. Boy, your kid, John Henry, never went to school a day in his life, and he could do more work than any doctors we ever had around here. Now, just how do you think that book is going to help you find a job?" So I spoke up. I says, "Automations take away all of those still driving and ditch digging jobs, so a fella's got to have some kind of skill or education. You should have heard what I'm saying. They said that comes to talk. Another says, 'Oh, who boy?' And I was no fool, so I kept my cool. I sort of scratched my head and said, 'Yes, sir, y'all is right, though.' And I got to stepping. I kept on stepping. I went way out west to the golden shores of Los Angeles, California. One day as I set my pad, I flipped on television, and there stood that character R.R. talking about pornography. He was campaigning for the highest office in the state. When he finished his speech, I said to my friend, 'You know, this fella's a pretty good talker, but in his own way, he sounds a lot like those folks in that corner grocery store in Alabama.' And that's sad news. So again, I started stepping. I went way back east to New York City, the largest city of the city where they're too busy by bigger for the hate, I thought. I got settled out in my aunt's guest room. I flipped on the screen to watch the news. There stood the leader of our nation, giving his philosophical views on the problems of the world. Air pollution, water pollution, administration pollution, and all that other pollution that he could think to throw in. As the poor, the hungry, the jobless, the hundreds of thousands waited and listening, hoping that my leader had a message for them. Finally, toward the end of his speech, he said, "This little economical problem that we have with us now will straighten itself out in the long run as we continue to discuss it. But in the meantime, let me make this crystal clear. This administration will not tolerate violence or disruption of any kind." You know, this leader of our nation sounds an awful lot like those folk in that corner grocery store in Alabama. But come on, all of you good folks, let's stay together. We've got to win. We will win. We must win. The great-grandson of John Henry says so.